Hello. Today I'm going to talk about what is a symbiotic relationship. Is a symbiotic relationship toxic? Is a symbiotic relationship harmful? And how do we identify a symbiotic relationship? A symbiotic relationship is between two people where both of them over the period of time have grown over dependent on each other to such an extent that one depends on the other for all decisions, for all adult-like logical steps, strategies, for any advice, for any specific steps to be taken as in the mature manner. And the other person, the person who is giving in all these advices, is thoroughly dependent on the other for emotions. In the sense, if you take for example, let us say A and B are in a symbiotic relationship. Probably A, between the two, B would be completely dependent on A for all advices, for all decisions, for all strategies, right? And there's hardly any thinking being done by B. A is completely dependent or fulfills his or her way of emotions through B. Right? So as a result of which A and B become inseparable. Many a times A and B may feel extremely happy, extremely comfortable in this relationship. They may even look at it as though it is a bond. They may not understand that it is harmful to them. But then how would it affect others? Now A and B necessarily may not be a couple, right? And A and B would be so much into themselves that they would start to neglect any other relationship in their life. For example, it could be a spouse, it could be a sibling, it could be a partner, it could be their own child. So all these other relationships will start suffering, right? And A and B would be, if you look at it from a third person's point of view, you might feel that A and B are actually interfering in each other's lives, but they would be completely happy with this kind of an interference because they would feel, B would feel A has all the right to take decisions in B's life, and A would feel that B's emotions are directly connected to A. As a result of which they would completely be bonded together, and this kind of a bonding in the long run is not healthy for both of them. They would not be able to nourish a healthy relationship outside this relationship. They would not be able to enrich themselves the way they need to. And in this case, for example, when I say about A and B, B would never learn to grow, mature and handle his or her own life. A would never be able to just experience emotions all by himself or herself without B's presence or support. Now, as a result of which A and B would end up even messing up with other relationships in their lives. So it is very important for us to reflect and see whether any of us, when we are not able to grow, when we are experiencing some kind of blocks in our life, are we in a symbiotic relationship? This is a question that we need to ask ourselves. Now here again, many a times what would happen is you will find this very, very common between mother and child, father and child, right? Sometimes between two friends too, you would find this. Right? It can happen between two siblings too, especially when the older sibling is and between the two siblings, especially when there's a lot of age gap between the two. Now these are all the areas where you might find a symbiotic relationship, and it is very important for us to wean away from the symbiotic relationship. This may not be a toxic relationship for others in the relationship, but it would not help them to grow at all. So what is very important is A and B need to learn to wean themselves out of this relationship so that they can continue to be in a healthy relationship with each other, but more importantly, they are able to handle and enjoy other relationships also in their life. I hope this small video on symbiotic relationship is clear. You are most welcome to revert and ask your queries with regarding the same. Thank you.